What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get into today's video, guys, we are 29 subs away from 200. We are drawing closer and closer to the goal. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. And as I've said in previous videos, if this channel gets to 200 subs, I will open up this Korean Strike of Neos booster box in its entirety on the channel, on the hopes to potentially pull this guy, Elemental Hero, Air Neos. If this channel gets to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and it's always an amazing feeling. Maybe we might pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, Red Eyes Black Dragon. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull my second ever collector's rare. Because if you guys missed out on my Genesis Impact box opening, I pulled this card. You guys are wondering, what is this card? Well, it is none other than a collector's rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. Look how gorgeous that card is. Look how gorgeous it is, guys. Absolutely amazing to see. Looking at the centering, it is absolutely amazing. There's a bit of whitening in the corners a little bit, but that's basically what you would expect from a collector's rare, especially the fact that I've had the box. I had the box for quite some time. But with that being said, guys, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want future episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want future episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want premium live event predictions, results, deck profiles, card discussions, maybe even some WWE topic videos. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys have not done so already, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. As I readjust my camera a little bit. Okay. Now for today's video, the fallout of Night of Champions is still going on. The fallout from NXT Battleground is still going on, and the WWE has left its fans with more questions than answers. And one of the biggest questions of all is this: has the bloodline finally come to an end? But there is another question that needs to be answered, and I'm going to be talking about that in today's video. And the question is SmackDown going to 3 hours now? Maybe. Let's talk about it, because if you guys don't know, Monday Night Raw went to 3 hours in July. Was it right around the summer of 2012? It was like right around like the summer of 2012 when Monday Night Raw was entering its 1000th episode that week, right around that time. Yeah, I was right, July 2012. And what I find so interesting is that when it comes to a WWE show being 3 hours, back in the day, the only way it would ever be a 3 hour show is if is if there was like if there was like a special occasion going on, you know, whether it was like the Slammies or something like that. And nowadays Raw has been 3 hours since 2012. And what I find so unique is that for the longest time, since its inception in August of 1999, SmackDown has always been 2 hours. I don't think I've ever seen an episode of SmackDown where they would go to 3 hours. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I know that Raw has done 3 hour shows, you know, in the past, you know, because of, you know, things like the draft, things like the Slammies, or even also, you know, celebrating, you know, a superstar's legacy or something like that after they sadly passed away. You know, or things like that. Whether it was, you know, honoring guys like Owen Hart or Eddie Guerrero or whoever. But sorry guys, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Okay. Anyway, so SmackDown going to 3 hours is kind of an interesting one. So WWE CEO and President Nick Khan was apparently at the J.P. Morgan Global TMT teleconference. Big shout out, no copyrights, of course, as always. And he said that WWE is open to adding an extra hour to SmackDown before putting over WWE's programming as it can go on any night of the week. Obviously this is also pertains to Raw potentially leaving Mondays, but that is for another video, which I might talk about this week. I'll have to see what other topics I have, but what I find so interesting is that what I find very interesting is that supposedly he talked with Amazon, and apparently I don't know why Amazon would want to buy would want to buy out you know the contracts of Fox and the USA Network. It just doesn't make any sense, because the thing is that you would have to pay for Amazon Prime, to watch WWE programming, which it's stupid. I mean, people are already paying like $10 for a fucking Peacock Peacock Premium or Premium Plus. Why pay even more for fucking Amazon Prime to watch WWE? It literally just doesn't make sense. But what I find also even more interesting is that hang on guys, let me get everything going here. What I find interesting is the fact that, as I said, SmackDown it's been a part of 3 different nights: Thursdays, Fridays, and Tuesdays. And what I mean by that is, for SmackDown on Thursdays, they would tape the content on Tuesday and they would air it on Thursday. They did the exact same thing on Fridays from way back in the day, and now, you know, obviously, you know, before, you know, back in 2016, SmackDown would air live on Tuesdays, and they would tape NXT on Wednesdays, and then of course, you know, within the last several years, they would tape NXT UK on whatever day, and they would air it on Thursdays. Now, when you watch SmackDown on Friday, you can actually watch it on the Fox Now app or the Fox Sports app, and you can watch it live, which is awesome, which is absolutely insane. But if you want to watch it normally, it would be considered taped, if you will, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. But that being said, I'm gonna be honest. The idea of SmackDown going to 3 hours, it sounds interesting. I know that a lot of people, I know that there's gonna be like one person out there who's probably gonna comment saying SmackDown going to 3 hours is just dumb, you know, because all it is just filler content. Yes, I completely agree with that. But if you really think about it, without trying to disrespect Raw, SmackDown's roster is completely loaded. I mean, think of who you have. You've got guys like Roman Reigns, who's the undisputed Universal Champion. You got Solo Sikoa. You got the Usos. You got the LWO. You got guys like Edge, Bobby Lashley, Sheamus, Austin Theory, the United States Champion. You even also have as well women like Bianca Belair, Asuka, the Raw Women's Champion. You got Charlotte Flair. You've got literally future Hall of Famers and current Hall of Famers. Even the OC is on SmackDown. Okay, so for SmackDown to go to 3 hours, it would basically mean that most of their roster would be getting TV time, which honestly sounds pretty cool. I mean, for one, you're getting to see your favorites actually get the TV time that they actually deserve. Where, as opposed to Raw, their roster is basically practically almost double what SmackDown has. So 3 hours, not a lot of talent would be getting that TV time. But SmackDown, on the other hand, it sounds like a good idea. But we also know that WWE's contract with Fox is set to expire sometime this year. So I'm assuming that right now WWE is in talks with Fox on potentially renewing their contract and potentially keeping the shows where they are. And I think with USA, there's been rumors going around saying that WWE's contract with USA apparently is still going strong. There hasn't been any like rumors or anything like that in pertains to the contract coming to a close. There's really nothing. But this, on the other hand, is very... Oh, actually... What the hell? Okay, I just saw this right here. So it appears that WWE's media rights partnerships, if you will, with both NBC, Universal, and which is basically the USA Network and Fox, are actually set to expire later on this year. So apparently, and again, WWE is pretty much open to making changes to both Raw and SmackDown if necessary. And again, for Raw, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic to talk about. But I will say this. No matter what WWE does with both shows, the one thing that I'm hoping for is that they don't go to Amazon, because honestly, I don't think there will be one person who will want to pay money to watch a show on Amazon Prime. Like it just doesn't make sense. It legit does not make sense whatsoever. It's like, that's like, what would be the analogy? That's like wanting that's like wanting to take the family on a road trip to Montreal for summer vacation, and then on the day of the trip you say, oh, we're gonna go to Seattle. It literally like doesn't make sense, you know? But what I find interesting as well is if SmackDown does go to 3 hours, this would also mean that NXT Level Up would potentially have to move to another time, which it's possible. It's very possible, but we don't really know for sure. But I will say this, to close out this video, I'll say this. No matter what, no matter, again, as I said, I'm hoping that it doesn't come down to them going to Amazon, because it's kind of stupid in my opinion. But SmackDown going to 3 hours would be a pretty interesting idea, because of the fact that the talent that's on SmackDown is a lot less than Raw. It would mean that those talent would be able to get their screen time. That would be a pretty cool idea. But is it really? Only time will tell. But I want you guys to post in the comments below, answering the question of the day, which is this: should SmackDown actually go to 3 hours? If yes, why? If no, also explain why. I'm very curious of what you guys have to say. Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.